But first, JP, would you please grace us with one of your fantastic red cap recaps?
So last week we did the smartest thing any D&D party can ever do, and that is split the party straight down the middle. 3 of us decided that we were just going to have a bath and get our hair braided with the Dryads, while the other 3 were like, hey, we're actually going to go achieve something, get the kid in the pile of rocks that we left at the camp, kind of so, they're not alone out in the middle of the forest. Upon, however, Skara, Thomas, and Raya, not Raya, hold on, the other one, Skara, Thomas, and Bobby, they're both short. Skara, I don't actually know how tall Raya is, but I'm pretty sure Bobby's short. Anyway. Upon those 3 reaching the camp, they found Lorelei and a pile of rubble.
Is
Not
Jace?
Bobby, it was Jace.
Jace.
Who did
Bobby
I
was-
say?
Rewind, Thomas and Bobby.
Bring it back to
Put
Glenn.
Raya into it.
Yeah.
Went to the camp and it all went terribly.
Put your hand up if you went to the camp.
Yeah, put your hand up right now if you went to the camp. All right, that's 1. That's 2.
I'm the only one that put my hand up.
Put your hand down.
And-
I don't think she's listening.
Look at me.
Anywho,
sorry,
those
my
2 went to the
Ellens,
camp and
guys.
decided instead of discovering the 2 that were meant to be there, they just decided they were going to discover one of them, that being Lorelei, who was incredibly distraught because Trembler had turned into a pile of rocks. Jace was like, yo, what happened? You know what? I don't have time for this bullshit. Penny for your thoughts. Tell me what happened. Funnily enough, this is Renegade Chicken's favorite material component for any spell. The single material component for Detect Thoughts is 1 copper piece, thanks to the phrase, a penny for your thoughts.
Penny for your thoughts.
So Jace literally just, stabbed her in the head with a copper piece and decided that that's how he was going to sap the thoughts directly out of her brain. Anyway, it turns out it wasn't her fault, which was really weird because we're all pretty sure that she's horrible. Anyway, flashback to the other 3. They all decided to talk about their feelings and braid each other's hair. Quite literally, we talked about Bobby's feelings, we talked about Caden's feelings. Raya didn't talk about much of anything because she doesn't really talk until she was like, hey, Caden, you fucked up. Anyway, they got their hair braided, and upon coming back to the gang, the 3 that set off, get ready for this, Jace, Thomas, and Skara, nailed it this time, going well, decided that they were going to notice some things to make their lives more difficult. They smelt smoke, and they heard a woman screaming. She really didn't sound like she was in a lot of trouble. Like, Exactly. So it was pretty much just Reverend Lovejoy's wife, somebody please think of the children. Anyway, Thomas was like, man, I really hope the rest of our party aren't like room temperature IQ idiots, and decided to summon a big old stag to get our attention. However, unfortunately, the 3 that were still at the baths/Dryads party's place were room temperature IQ idiots until Bobby was like, hey, you know what? That stag kind of looks like Thomas. Let's go follow it, because Caden's always keen to follow anything that looks like Thomas, and I guess Bobby and Raya are always keen to follow a glowing green stag. The party met up, who were like, hey, is everyone trees? No one was trees, Bobby. No one was trees but Thomas. Anyway, we decided to meet this person who was screaming for help, and, they didn't seem in all that much distress. 5 of us perceived them as one thing. Jace, on the other hand, decided to be a downright individual and perceived them as something completely different, so either he is seeing through some bullshit or just straight up seeing some bullshit. Anyway, that's where we left off.
All right.
My money's on seeing through
Can we
some
get hypes in chat or hearts in chat for that red cap recap and all of our beautiful storytellers? With that,
So the reason I thought Bobby went to go and find Trembler is because I very specifically remember the line, what happened to Mix Trembler? But I am now realizing that happened afterwards. Oh, and a very important detail, Thomas offered the Dryads his nut.
not only that.